like to call the meeting to order. If you would stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, welcome everyone. Good to see everyone, and welcome everyone who's watching at home. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee DeVore?
Present.
Trustee Gatt?
Present.
Trustee Kazam? Trustee Marfell?
Present.
Trustee Wigginton?
Here.
Trustee Weisenberg?
Present.
All right, nearly everyone here. We would be at approval of the meeting minutes from July 6, 2021. I'd ask for a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
A motion
Second.
and a second. Any questions on the minutes or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. We would be at comments from the audience. If there's anyone here tonight who would like to address the board, please come forward, give your name and address, and try and keep your remarks under 5 minutes. Anyone want to address the board? Going once, going twice. Comments are closed. We'd be at old business. Any old business come for the board?
Mayor, I'll just make one comment. The only thing I would like to update is our DCO grant was due today, and that was submitted. So I want to thank everyone for all the hard work. I mean, it was a team effort to get all this in on time. So anyway, just thank everybody involved.
Thank you. Okay, on to new business. A light agenda tonight, as is obvious by taking a look at it. The first is Public Works. Trustee Marfell, it's an action item, authorization of the 2021 PUATS dues in the amount of $2,380.11. I'd ask for a motion to approve that.
Make a motion to approve.
And a second?
Second.
All right, back to you, Trustee Marfell.
This is a payment of the 2021 PUATS dues. These are annual dues, the amount of $2,380.11. Yeah, if you want to know what PUATS is, I can tell you. Other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory.
And for anyone who doesn't know, it's the Peoria Pekin Urbanized Area Transportation Study.
Yep.
So, and that's our share of the motor fuel tax money coming back to the area, correct? And our
Yeah, and I think, does Mike go to the meetings, monthly meetings?
Yeah, monthly.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none. If you're ready for the question, Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee DeVore?
Aye.
Trustee Gatt?
Aye.
Trustee Marfell?
Aye.
Trustee Wigginton?
Aye.
Trustee Weisenberg?
Aye.
All right, before we move on, anything else, guys, under Public Works that you'd like to discuss?
I do not know.
Nope. Okay, all right, thank you. We would be at Public Safety, an action item, purchase of office equipment in the amount of $13,719 from Pearl Technology. Trustee Wigginton, I'd ask for a motion to approve this.
I move to purchase the office equipment listed below.
In a second, please.
Second.
All right, back to you, Trustee Wigginton.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, I think one of the things that when I sit down with Chief Sutton a couple weeks ago, when they had passed the new police reform bill, having some mandates for our police officers and departments throughout the state. One of the things that I took away from that conversation with Chief Sutton is most of the mandates that they had for us, we had been doing for the better part of a decade. And what that was is body cameras, and making sure that we keep proper records, electronic records, et cetera, et cetera. So in an effort to be proactive and remain proactive rather than reactive, I think what we see here is this office equipment being on the forefront of technology and staying ahead of the game when it comes to making sure that we are not only compliant but at the forefront of how policing and police departments should be operated here in Illinois. I think that's a credit to this board as well as to Chief Sutton and the police department. So I think that's what is reflected here. This is budgeted, but Chief, if you have some ideas where, better ideas where this funding should come from. I'm happy to hear a little bit about that.
Sure, Trustee Wigton, thank you very much. After some consideration, I think we're going to fund this purchase with the asset forfeiture money that was, it was through drug seizure, so this will be taken out of our drug account. Even though we did budget for this, we expected this expense. We replaced 3 computers last year. We knew that a bulk of them would be in this fiscal year. So anyway, we will move forward with the asset as far as the funds, and if anybody has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
Okay, hearing none, so since this is an action item, is it all right with Trustee Wigington? You made the motion to, that we're going to take this out of the drug forfeiture money, that this will be paid for out of that?
Absolutely.
And
Thank you.
I can't recall who made the second.
Trustee Marfell.
Is that all right with you?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone know what we're approving and where the money's coming from then? All right, Madam Clerk?
Trustee DeVore.
Aye.
Trustee Gatt. Aye. Trustee Marfell.
Aye.
Trustee Wigington.
Aye.
Trustee Weisenberg.
Aye.
All right, that passes. We're still under public safety. Anything you'd like to report on?
I don't think we have anything else. I have had some communication with various trustees here, and Trustee Weisenberg, as well as Trustee Kazam had written to me about some of the things that we discussed 2 weeks ago. I think we are building a consensus on what, as far as parking of recreational vehicles will look like but we're not quite there yet. So I'm probably going to keep that on the back burner for a little while, if that's okay, and get some more comments from our other trustees, and probably bring that to the board at some point in the relatively near future.
Yeah, I like that way you're approaching it, so please bring it back when you feel you have a consensus from a majority of the board. Move ahead.
Absolutely.
And speaking on old topics, since our last meeting, we did approve the motorized, the gas bicycles. We don't have a garage full of bicycles yet. We've spent the week more of an educational process first, and let these individuals make the decision if they want to continue to ride those in the heights or not. So that's gone over for the most part, pretty well as far as the educational process, but just to give you an update, we don't have a garage full of bikes at this point. I'm not saying we won't, but right now we've educated those individuals, and I'll keep you updated.
Chief, anything from the fire department you'd like to report on?
We got in the hose that we lost from the test that we did conducted last month. I ordered new hose and it came in today.
Okay, good. All right, are we finished with public safety? All right. We would be at miscellaneous business. Any miscellaneous business to come for the board?
One thing, Mr. Mayor, and this is, I got this in the mail today. I actually called Peoria County. They're doing a survey with what they should do with their extra money that they have. Peoria County was allocated $34,803,420. And so they're looking for public input on what they can spend it on. And I'm sure some of the trustees here have some ideas where they could spend it, maybe around the Peoria Heights area. So, something to maybe request. You can do that online, or you can recall and ask them send you a copy from the administration building.
Well, that's really a great idea. I never thought about that we are part of Peoria County, so if we have something significant that we want to do that would benefit not only the community but the county as well, we should give that some thought.
Absolutely. I mean, we have people that represent Peoria Heights, the community, as well as other surrounding areas that sit on the county board, and I know that they would be hopefully responsive to some of the things that we would like to see done here.
Well, I'll task you with maybe taking that a step further and trying to identify with your colleagues on the board and with Chief Sutton, maybe we should narrow it down to maybe a couple of things that we should maybe talk to Scott Sorrell about.
And Mayor, we're also going to start our own internal process on that with the amount of money we're getting. I know I've talked to Trustee DeVore. We were going to have some recommendations when we sit down at our next strategic planning meeting. We'll have some recommendations on that, and we'll also have a job description and what that'll look like for the new position we discussed last time. So at the end of the month, we should have quite a bit to discuss at that meeting.
Okay, good. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. Any other miscellaneous?
Yeah, can we reach out to GNO and ask them if they still have the policy of leaving couches out for 2 weeks? Because by now, all of their employees should be vaccinated, and leaving furniture on the sidewalk for 2 weeks is unacceptable.
Yeah, since they changed their policy, we've had a ton of complaints. They've been leaving them out for a couple of weeks, but that was quite a while. It was like in the middle of COVID, I think, when they changed that. But I will reach out to them and see what they've done internally and how we can get that corrected. I know
It looks really bad.
Well, and also hats off to Public Works. When we do encounter, a property that needs picked up, they do an outstanding job of getting on it, and that's definitely above and beyond. But I will reach out, Trustee Weisberg, to see if they've changed their policy.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right, anything else? All right, if no further business comes from the board, I'd ask for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
There is.
Amen.
All those in favor of the motion to adjourn signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
I don't think.
Ayes have it.